guys, this is how to play Traveling Riverside Blues by Led Zeppelin. To start off, you're going to be tuned to Open G, which is D, G, D, G, B, and D. And then you take your slide and you basically start off on the 12th and 11th frets and you just sort of alternate between those. And again, the trick with the slide is to rest it on the strings, not press. And it sort of alternates between that. You can listen for it in the intro. And then he does this, which is just first finger starting off on the 10th fret A string. And I'll refer to the string names by their standard tuning names, not to confuse people. So again, 10th fret in the A, hit that twice. Down to the 9th fret, 7th, 5th, 3rd, and then you do a little hammer-on the 2nd fret D string, and then an open G. So all together. And then the main riff. And that part just basically slide up from the 10th fret to the 12th. And then down, up, and then slide down, and then open, hammer on with the slide on the 3rd fret, up to the 5th, down to the 3rd, and then open. So and the strings you really want to be hitting is the D, G, B. Those are sort of the main strings. You can throw in the A and the high E as well, but you really just want those middle strings, not really the low E or the high E. So once you do that, it goes to this, which starts off 2nd finger on the 3rd fret D string. And then you basically alternate between that and the open G. So it's basically hit the note, open, and then back to the note. Then go to the 2nd fret with your 1st finger, do the same thing. And then open. And then up to the 5th fret on the A. And then this part is a little bit more tricky. It's basically just 1st finger on the 3rd fret, hammer on with your 2nd finger on the 4th, and then hit the open D and G string. So that whole section. That intro is played throughout most of the song. Now we have another part here. And there's a couple ways you can do this. So it starts open. And again, this is hitting the D, G, B, and a little bit of the E. And you hit that twice. And then 1st finger on the 2nd fret D string, and then your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret high E. It's sort of optional. It sounds like he's doing that. I can't really tell, to be honest. But it adds a little bit more, so as opposed to. So again. And then move that same formation up to the 3rd fret. And then back down. Hit that once on the 2nd. And then just bar the 3rd fret, the G, B, and E with your 1st finger. So. And that's played through some of the verse, and then he goes to this. And that's 1st finger barring down on the 5th fret, the G, B, and E. Hit that, strum that open twice, or not open, but with their 1st finger. Add your pinky on the 7th fret high E. Sorry, the slide might get in the way there. Again, hit that twice, and then up to the 8th fret with your pinky, and then back down to the 7th, hit that once, and then go to open really fast. So that transition is a little bit fast. This is what it sounds like. Back to the and then he goes all the way up to the 7th fret, and it's basically the same pattern but starting on the 7th fret. So first finger barring down the G, B, and E, and your pinky switches between the 9th fret and the 10th fret. And then it goes slide up from the 3rd to the 5th. And then, which is just starting on the 2nd fret up to the 3rd, and then back to the 2nd, up to the 3rd, and then open from the 2nd. So. And then it goes sort of similar pattern as the opening, or as the main riff. 2nd finger on the 3rd fret D string to the open G and then back to the D, then to the 2nd fret, and then this time we go to the 1st fret, then open, slide with your 2nd finger to the 4th, and then pull off real fast so you get the open A. And then you just sort of pick the D and the A, like a little bit, twice I think, or 3 times, and then it goes back into the main riff. So that whole section sounds like this, starting from. So. And you'll notice the pattern, I did it a little bit differently for this part. And that's just because he switches it up a lot. So sometimes he does this, which is what I showed you. Sometimes he just strums this instead of hammering on, so it's like. Just sort of switches up the pattern. That's the basic riff. You can sort of play around with that yourself just because he changes it up but every time he does it. But the basic riff is the same finger positions. You just kind of change the strumming pattern a little bit. And then I think I actually went back to this riff when I shouldn't have. It starts after this riff, so. And then it goes straight into. So on and so forth. So I accidentally went back, but it doesn't really matter. You can throw that in if you want to. So guys, that's how to play Traveling Riverside Blues. Those are the main parts, the riff, the changes, so on and so forth. The solo I'm not going to work on right now. That'll be a separate video, if anything, just because it's a little bit trickier and it won't fit in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comment section down. And